Published 0552 EDT, the 14th of August 2017. Updated 0558 EDT, the 14th of August 2017. Tory MP Jacob Rees-Mogg set out his blueprint for the party's future direction today but denied that he wants to be Prime Minister. The old Etonian urged the Conservatives to adopt policies including cutting stamp duty, tearing down socialist tower blocks and slashing red tape. But Mr. Rees-Mogg insisted he unequivocally did not want to take over from Theresa May, and would be a fool to try and do so. Jacob Rees-Mogg, pictured outside Parliament in 2013, insisted he unequivocally did not want to take over from Theresa May, and would be a fool to try and do so. The intervention, in an article for The Telegraph, came after a spell of fevered summer speculation about the backbenchers' ambitions. Mr. Rees-Mogg has becoming something of a cult character for his dapper dress, old-fashioned style and refusal to conform to normal political templates. He recently welcomed his sixth child, a boy named Sixtus, but has admitted to never having changed a nappy. There have been claims that allies have been sounding out MPs about a possible run for the leadership should Mrs. May depart before the next general election. But writing in the Daily Telegraph, enthusiastic Brexiteer Mr. Rees-Mogg lampooned the idea that he had designs on her job. First of all, I unequivocally support Theresa May, and do not covet her job. Second, if I did, I would be a fool, for only in opposition do political parties choose leaders who have never held high ministerial office, he said. Third, I neither am a candidate, nor wish to be one. I want to be the servant of the Conservative Party, not its master. Nor is this some clever plan to seek other office. If it were, it would have been scotched some weeks ago when it was suggested to the PM, who giggled in response rather more than my mother considered tactful. However, Mr. Rees-Mogg sharply criticized the Conservative general election campaign, which saw Mrs. May lose her overall majority, saying it was too managerial and lacked inspiration. He urged Chancellor Philip Hammond to prioritize tax cuts when he delivered the budget in the autumn. In terms of taxation, the view that individuals matter is a reminder that the money belongs to a specific person, and the state may only take what it needs, Mr. Rees-Mogg said. Generally, people will spend their own money more effectively than the government, and there is no money at all, except for that earned in the private sector. Public sector workers may pay tax, but that merely circulates money between departments. Tax paid by NHS workers comes and goes from the consolidated fund, with some administrative expense in between. In addition to low taxation being right in terms of ownership, it is also better economically. The recent cut in corporation tax, one of George Osborne's most successful policies, has more than doubled the tax received. Mr. Rees-Mogg lampooned the idea that he had designs on taking over from Mrs. May, pictured on holiday in Italy with husband Philip last month. This has helped businesses afford to invest and employ people, leading to a stronger economy and allowing the government more easily to finance its expenditure. This example ought to be applied to income tax and, as a matter of urgency, to stamp duty. Mr. Rees-Mogg also slammed tower blocks, describing them as the physical embodiment of socialism. The Grenfell Tower was not created because people chose to live in tower blocks, but because, from the Second World War onward, officialdom wanted tower blocks despite opinion. Surveys consistently showing that the overwhelmingly majority of people want to live in houses with gardens, he wrote, but the state thought it knew best. Regrettably, some Conservatives went along with this. Though tower blocks are the physical embodiment of socialism, would it not be better to pull them down, build houses, even if this requires more space, which it often does not, and then sell them at a discount to the current occupants of tower blocks? It would help people have what they want, and reinvigorate home ownership, which creates a stable society but also meets a natural, almost fundamental, human ambition.